What is up, Flight Test family? I got something really special to show you guys today. We just got in the Tiny Whoop Nano. This is a new product from Tiny Whoop and Team Black Sheep. They kind of collaborated on this one and put out this awesome micro quad experience. It's a little bit different than your normal Inductress or something you would get from Horizon Hobby. It's actually a little bit smaller too, which makes it great to go around and explore all the tight spaces you couldn't get in before with any previous quadcopter. There are 3 different versions of this kit. You can get bind and fly, you can get plug and play, and you can get what you see right here in front of me, which is the ready to fly kit. With the ready to fly kit, you're gonna get everything you need to get up in the air. So I'm talking controller, goggles, the aircraft battery charger, extra props, stickers, the whole 9 yards. I'm just gonna walk you through all the components one by one of what you get in the ready to fly kit. This is the controller you get in the plug and play version and the ready to fly kit, and it pretty much just runs off your FrSky protocol. But there are some cool features of this controller that I wanna go over with you guys that I think makes it a good ready to fly kit controller. Compared to other ready to fly controllers I've tried, this one actually feels pretty solid in your hand. So it's definitely got some weight to it. A few other things that I like about it is you have your basic buttons on the back. One for arm, one for mode, one for your VTX channel, and another one that makes this quad pretty special is recovery, which is basically your turtle mode. Or if you guys run the Inductress Plus, which we also did another review on, it's called their meow mode. But the one big difference between meow mode and this recovery mode is you can actually control which way your aircraft is gonna flip back over. So you're gonna hold the button and you're gonna move your roll and pitch stick to actually tell your quad if I wanna flip over frontwards, backwards, right, left. So that's pretty awesome in my eyes because I like to control which way I'm flipping rather than letting the software just randomly flip me over in any which way direction. Now to go through the other buttons on your controller, like I said before, you have a VTX channel button. This is very convenient for people that don't want to fumble around with transmitter and selecting the channel and figuring out the band and figuring out your milliwatts. This is all programmed in your controller, so you can actually hit the VTX channel and it'll cycle through a select set of 6 channels that TBS and Tiny Whoop actually provided for you and programmed into the aircraft. You and your friends can get up flying, no problem, with no interference. Now, if you do end up getting the ready to fly kit, your transmitter will be bound to your aircraft, so you don't have to worry about that. You just get it out of the box, you plug in the battery, it's ready to go. You hit arm and you're off flying. If you end up going for the bind and fly option, you're going to have to go through a set of steps to set up your FrSky transmitter. Tiny Whoop does have an actual Tiny Whoop Nano website you can go to, and Jesse Perkins has put out a couple of videos explaining how you actually do that process. But for the ready to fly kit and the plug and play, you don't have to worry about any of that. Now moving on from the controller to your aircraft, there's a couple improvements on here too. So your normal Inductress or Tiny Whoop is around that 65mm motor to motor. What they did on the Tiny Whoop Nano, they actually shrunk this down 10mm and got it down to 55mm. Now the reason Jesse Perkins at Tiny Whoop wanted to do this is so he can have an even tinier experience and explore smaller places that he couldn't before with the previous Tiny Whoops. Now, if I take this canopy off, you're gonna see some pretty cool stuff under the hood. It actually comes with the TBS Unify Nano Pro. Also, you'll see it has the TBS 700 TVL camera. Now, the one thing that is a little different than most Tiny Whoops or Inductresses out there is going to be the flight controller. TBS and Tiny Whoop actually designed this flight controller from the ground up. It has its own custom tune on it. It can actually make brush motors turtle, and it's in a smaller form factor so they can fit it inside the 55mm motor to motor frame. The flight controller also comes with 3 modes already set up. You have your angle, your horizon, and your acro. Now personally, when I was flying around, I only stayed in the angle or horizon mode. I did try to go into acro, but once I went into acro, it was a little too touchy and it was kind of hard to control. So I just went back into angle, and angle worked out very well for me. Jesse Perkins himself actually tuned the angle mode, so you couldn't even tell that you still had some kind of auto assistance or auto leveling helping you out. It just flew perfect. But it's still nice to have those other two modes that you can flip in and out of. Now it does come with 0615 17,000 kV brushed motors. These are plenty of power for this machine. I could only imagine what it feels like putting higher kV motors in it, but it is upgradable. So in the Ready to Fly kit, it actually came with an extra canopy, extra set of props, a battery, and a little USB charger. The one thing I did notice is the canopy is a little bit fragile, so it's kind of awesome that they give you two canopies. With the Ready to Fly kit, you also get a set of box goggles. Box goggles aren't 100% my favorite. I do like something that's smaller form fitting, like the Fat Sharks or the Amways out there. This was okay for me if I was just getting started. I can see myself really quick wanting to upgrade after these if I was hooked. But for the picture and a starting out set of goggles, these are perfect. These will do just fine for anybody starting out or just wants to get everything all in one go. They're pretty basic though. They don't have diversity antennas. They don't have DVR. So you're just gonna get the channels, an auto scan feature, and then you can adjust brightness and contrast. All the menu options are in there. Now, my personal opinion on this kit, I would highly recommend it to anybody that wants to get into FPV. I would tell them to get this Ready to Fly kit, because this kit actually comes in at $169, and that's pretty hard to beat with any kind of aircraft to get everything you need ready to fly up in the air and out there ripping some packs. Now, if you have your own goggles, if you want the plug and play version, that's $129. Or if you had your own controller, your own goggles, everything, you just want to get a bind and fly, that's $99. So the price range on this aircraft is pretty reasonable. Now, I don't only recommend it for beginners, I do recommend it for the more advanced intermediate pilots as well. I'm actually gonna keep this in my fleet because there is a place and time for this kind of aircraft that I'm gonna wanna pull it out, show my friends, fly it at holiday events, family get-togethers, cookouts, or if I wanna fly inside anywhere, I'm gonna pull this guy out over my 5-inch or a 3-inch or something like that. I hope you enjoyed this overview of the Tiny Whoop Nano. I know I personally enjoyed flying it and checking it out. If you guys wanna check it out or pick it up for yourself, make sure to check out the links below. And if you wanna see more quad or airplane related tech videos, make sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell because we're gonna be doing a lot more like this in the near future.